Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'll review Demon Slayer Infinity Castle movie because I finally watched it. I couldn't watch it on 12th September, I watched it on 18th September. So basically this video obviously gonna contain spoilers, so watch it on your own risk. Now the movie had 3 fights, Shinobu vs Doma, zenitsu vs Kaigaku, and our main fight, Giyu Tanjiro vs Akaza. I'll talk about every fight and my opinions on that. The very first fight we had was Shinobu vs Doma. This fight takes place first and it was the shortest fight out of 3. Even though it was short, it was very well done. Like Shinobu's insect breathing was shown very well. I liked how colorful her breathing style was. Shinobu obviously had a personal grudge against Doma as he killed her sister, so we finally got to see Shinobu showing her anger and it was very well portrayed in the whole fight. Especially her Haori scene where she tells that Doma killed her sister and that was very well done. We got to see Shinobu's backstory which helped us understand her more, how she faced problems because she was physically weak and short. But I loved how despite having disadvantage, she used her own way and became an Hashira. And when she went to do her final form, she literally had her collarbone, lungs and ribs broken. Despite all that, she landed hit on Doma, literally pinning Doma on the ceiling. Her final zigzag centipede form was brilliant. I was so shocked and happy. But Doma himself stated that Shinobu might be the fastest Hashira he met, and if she had the ability to cut demons' heads, she would have won. Doing a 1v1 against Upper Moon 2 and getting such compliments is a big thing. Kanai motivating Shinobu was also definitely not Kanai's spirit, but also Shinobu's imagination, because Kanai would never suggest her that. Man, but after Shinobu's last hit, Doma killed her so brutally, breaking every bone of her, and at that time Kanao arrived and he literally absorbed her in front of her. Kanao's scream was so terrifying, man. I felt so sad, and the bone breaking was very loud. My favorite scenes of the fight would be her thrusting Doma to the ceiling, it was so iconic, and Doma grabbing Shinobu with his blood demon art and hugging her, it was smooth. Call me biased, but I would rate this fight 10. Now let's talk about the zenitsu fight with Kaigaku. So the fight was not very long as well, which people complained about, but they don't understand it's supposed to be fast because they both use thunder breathing. And Kaigaku is not at Gyutaro and Daki level, he was far weaker than them, so zenitsu having trouble with him wouldn't make sense. The fight was absolutely amazing, thunder breathing against thunder breathing, and serious zenitsu was so damn cool. Zenitsu also had a personal grudge against Kaigaku because his master suicided because of Kaigaku, and he took his revenge with his final form, God of Flame and Thunder, and it was another iconic moment. And honestly, the zenitsu fight was one of the most hyped fight in my theater. If you speak about my favorite scenes, it's obviously Zenitsu using his new form and decapitating Kaigaku. I would give this fight a 9. Now the last and main fight, Tanjiro vs Akaza. So this fight was the longest and the best overall. Gyu literally carried this fight, I'm not even kidding. Tanjiro did very good too, but Gyu carried it. Gyu unlocking his mark was so amazing, and Tanjiro also unlocked Transparent World. I also loved Akaza's backstory. I literally cried when Akaza hugged Koyuki, it was emotional. And when Akaza stood up after beheading, it was such a shocker for me. He literally gave up for his wife. My favorite scene would be Tanjiro beheading and Gyu awakening his mark. I would rate this fight 10. Now some people had complaints about way too backstory. Now I wouldn't say that it's untrue, there were tons of backstory, but I think it was worth it and well put. According to me, every backstory helped us understand the character and their point of view. So for me it was needed, but obviously everyone has different opinions. Now the other scenes that I liked about the movie was Mitsuri and Obanai holding hands, Kyu and Tanjiro Crow telling them not to die, Murata telling Zenitsu not to die, Inosuke poking his crow. All those scenes were sweet and funny. The thing I disliked was we didn't get to see everyone's reaction on Shinobu's death, and Crow didn't announce Zenitsu's defeating Kaigaku Upper Moon 6, but they weren't a very big issue. Anyways, let me know how you felt about the movie. I'll meet you in the next video. Bye.